This is Sharon Price. I'm with the Spirit Program. And I am the facilitator of a 12-week mind, body, spirit program that helps people become emotionally, spiritually, and physically balanced. And we are now going on week 8. Believe it or not, I cannot believe it. The beginning of week 8 for our two winners here, Gail and Christy. And we want to just showcase every week for a few moments before we go into our class privately what it's done for them. And, you can kind of get a glimpse into what the program does, just one small piece. So I'm going to ask you, Gail, tonight. This past week, the ladies were doing women's health. The one coming up is men's health. There's a lot in there, and women know a lot about their health at our ages, and you think most of what you need to know about it, but I know that everybody discovers some new things when they go through the book, and they're just reminders of how we really need to take care of ourselves, men and women alike. So Gail, one thing that was really stood out, or something that you saw that made an impact?
Just that everything in our life affects our health. Everything we do.
Yeah, I love it. And it's true, from what you eat to whether you get enough sleep, which is the foundations of our program, and whether you're moving your body, but also such an impact on, preventative health. So that's interesting that's what you took from that, but that's neat because, in order to be the healthiest we can be, we have to be able to take care of ourselves, and at some point in life, we had parents that took care of us and slugged us off to the doctors and, made our appointments for us. But people tend to stop when that happens. Kids get in college or they go off from home and they marry, and then they forget it and they have kids of their own and they take care of everybody but themselves. So anything else to add to that, Gail?
Just that's exactly what we do. We end up taking care of everybody else. And then the kids leave, and we forget that the reason that we're supposed to be making those nutritious meals are not just for the kids, but they are for us.
Yes. And I see that a lot. Being a grief specialist, I have a lot of ladies that sometimes outlive their husbands and men. It's been known. It's not a big surprise. And I'll find that they're not taking care of themselves at all. And I go, you did all this work for your children and for your husband, and husbands do it for wives now. So it's equally done sometimes. Even some men stay at home, while women, are in their career. But they said, I cooked all those years, and I'm like, then now you need to start doing it for yourself. And I understand because I cook 3 meals a day for myself, take my snacks with me. I do that, and I've done it for a lot of years, but it does take a long time for people to sometimes grasp that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good point. And Christy, what did you notice that stuck out for you in this week's lesson on women's health?
Um, well, the one thing that I saw was, diet's the number one culprit of a lot of things. And, people just nowadays it's, grab and go and fast food and that kind of stuff, and people eating so late and everything. And it's, you gotta make a choice to make a change.
Yeah.
For things. And then also, you know it's and this is something I do for myself, as far as just, to make things kind of less stress on you or make you feel better. I don't feel guilty about it. I do a monthly float therapy session. I go to the chiropractor, I go to acupuncture, and I get my pedicure. So, and my hair, my hair done. Um, you got to take care of yourself and keep yourself going. Otherwise, it's who else is going to? Who
Yes,
else is
and you're
going to do it
making good
for you?
points because we talk about that in the book, self-care, self-nurturing. I give like 72 different things you can do, even from
Mhm.
just taking a bubble bath to, a salt bath to, sitting down quietly and giving yourself a rest and not feeling you've got to go. Everybody thinks they got to fill their time. But if you don't make you have to make a choice to make your health a priority. And if you don't, you will have to later in life. And it may not be by the choices that you want. You're forced into it. And you
Right.
don't want your body to force you into it because you didn't take care of it. I mean, it's misfortune when somebody gets sick that has, but that's rare. It's usually because we neglected something that we needed to do for ourselves.
Right.
So that's wonderful. I'm going to be really interested because it talked about the top 10 things for women, what you see in the top 10 things for men this week that may be different. And we're going to talk about those next week. But we have both for a reason because I want anybody here, whether it's we have both male and female clients, to know more about their spouse's health, whether that's, your husband or your wife, and see the differences too, in some similarities because there are differences, and that's good to know too. So thank you, ladies, for participating again. I'm so excited to showcase this. And everyone, you'll see this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on my YouTube channel. It has grown tremendously in the last couple of weeks. And I'm asking
Right.
everybody continue to support it so that the algorithm continues. So have a fabulous evening, and I'll let the ladies say goodnight.
Good night.
Bye-bye.